I rock and roll from sun up to sundown. We're 50 days out. Here's what we got. Literature distribution at 7 in the morning. Then we go up to Fordham University to try to recruit some volunteers, young Republicans. They are great. Then I have a meeting with a potential community organizer. That evening we have a town hall meeting, Jobonomics. This campaign is about jobs now. How are you this morning? I want to be elected to Congress. I think it's important that people have a leader that they can trust and they can believe in.
Good morning, sir. Michel Faulkner, running for Congress. Listen. Yeah, no. You get up, like out here, out front. Hey, Mike, I'm actually out in the field right now. Yep, 497-9450. Okay, thank you so much. Just on the phone just now, calling the guy because we got a hole in our campaign team we need plugged. And that's one of the things I've learned about campaigning. The people you start with are not the people you finish with. Of course, there's some that have been with me for close to a year.
Michel Faulkner is an extraordinary candidate. He's not like most candidates.
How are you, Michel Faulkner?
He's never run for political office before.
He's a man of integrity that I know can do great things for this community. The more I got to know him and how he was going to serve the interests of the people in this community, the more I wanted to work with him.
He has a really natural feel about him, and he genuinely wants to do good things. So it's really easy to throw your heart behind a guy like that.
I think it was Thomas Jefferson that said, the larger the government, the smaller the citizen. So my job, my quest, my goal, my passion is to enlarge the citizen by shrinking the government, by pushing back and saying we're taking our country back. I'm stepping forward as a leader. I'm stepping forward as a citizen, saying this is what good citizens do. Good citizens get involved in politics. Good citizens get involved in the civic activity and the well-being, because guess what? When I become congressman, everybody's going to be doing better.
Send out an email. Jillian, hold on. Can you hold on a second? Okay, sorry. Hi, Miss T. How are you? Okay. I'm so sorry. I wanted to send you an email this morning and tell you I wouldn't be able to get the word of the day out.
Whenever you're doing two jobs, one gets neglected. And oftentimes, it's not the one you want to see neglected. You know, and in this case, for me, it's been, you know, the tension between the church and my campaign. And I've had to really kind of throttle back on what I can do day to day as a pastor in order to be a candidate.
The 19th is our baptismal schedule, so you can put that in the word of the day. You're very welcome. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Oh, Jillian.
Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, it's nonstop.
Addition to everything else I'm doing, you know, just in and out, and now I don't have a key, and who's got my key, and when are you going to be home? It's like...
That's 10 total.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a nice day.
I got to go get some flowers for my wife and then take them home, and then, so...
I've known Michel for almost 20 years. He's a great friend of the family.
Okay, buy one, get one for half off. Vitamins that kept the candidate going.
I had previously worked on the Obama campaign in 2008 as an out-of-state volunteer coordinator, so I had a little bit of campaign experience.
Some things that I'm noticing about our volunteer team, and I was actually thinking about bringing Mike Burns to the table to ask him to be the the field general. He was the go-to guy in several gubernatorial campaigns. I was deputy campaign manager, Jillian Plumman. She is amazing. She's got 3 kids, you know, two under 3, and a newborn, and she's still doing this like full time.
I start the day at about 6 a.m. when my second of 3 children comes in to wake us up. I get my husband and my oldest child off to school and work. The sitter comes, and then I come down here.
She's got military background. She's got a master's degree in public relations and a bachelor's degree in political science.
All day is filled with talking to people from the media, setting up events, writing press releases, speech writing.
Jillian's been an amazing contributor to the campaign, and we couldn't have gotten to where we are today without her involvement.
She's one of those miracles. We call them like a miracle a day. She actually lives over the campaign office. Isn't that great? The greatest part about being an elected official is the influence that you can have. Not necessarily the laws that you can pass. Laws are great. We got enough laws. We just need to act on the laws that we already have.
If you need to, I can go. You don't have to be there. I didn't promise you there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you were going to be a really great surprise. So you don't have to go.
How long is this meeting, you think?
The Fordham University?
Uh-huh.
Really, we're only expected to do like a 5-minute please come help us thing. I figured you would take longer than that.
Yeah.
The hardest part about doing this is to believe when you've gotten, rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection. When you call people up and they say, yeah, the check's in the mail, and you call back a week later and they say, oh yeah, no, now it's really in the mail, and then you call them back a week later and they don't take your call anymore. That's hard. That's difficult. With say 12 o'clock at the office, 12 o'clock Saturday. This is the first time he's called me. Okay, in 6 weeks. Yeah. That he was thinking about it, says that it's good. I'm not going to give a speech, just a couple of talking points, and really just, because I've worked with college students really most of my adult life, talking to them, is second nature for me. So these kids that we're going to be talking to today, really good kids out of this group that are willing to say, yeah, I'll do. I'll make this my extracurricular activity this semester. I want to be a part of this congressional campaign. I want to be a part of history. Where did we get these done?
Someplace that Esther suggested, but they were significantly cheaper.
I see why. Director of Communications. You manage the image tightly.
All right.
These are not to be used. Manage the image tightly. On September 15th, we got to look like the winner. Mm-hmm. We got to look like the congressman.
So we had these flyers. They didn't turn out right because they were a super rush job. But luckily, we were able to get them redone. They were much nicer.
Yeah.
I think Michael will like this one better.
This is good because now what we need to do.
No, they're not gonna be that nice next time.
Why?
Because we have to pay for it.
No, but that's okay. We can get it still for the same price.
She said that?
Yeah.
Okay, well then never mind.
Yeah.
Then hell yeah.
See, I'm a good arm bender.
Okay.
And I'm saying, hey, we need the same price. You can do the same price. And then see, what we need to do is we need to get some Spanish. So immediately, the impression that people get is that Republicans are white and right. Right of center and all white. It's a tough thing, but
All right.
I tell people all the time, I'm a Republican by conviction, not by convenience. I'm more of a Republican than many of the Republicans in Washington, because to be a black Republican is to truly believe and understand the significance of what we're doing. Why do we want smaller government? Because the smaller the government, the larger the citizen. The larger the government, the smaller the citizen. You keep the government at bay because the minute you have the federal government step up at the table, you have all kinds of regulations. I believe that it truly does things happen when citizens, when we the people get together and do things. You know, to see that many kids standing, standing room only in a room like that, you gotta be able to step up and knock that ball out of the park. Jobbinomics is really about empowering the people, the base, to actually achieve. So it's not government programs, but it's bringing jobs to Harlem. There will definitely be a campaign that these kids can work on. If they're interested in politics, man, we can load them up. I want you to imagine November 3rd, the headlines, Faulkner retires Rangel. And to know that you are all, for those of you who choose to step up and help us, could be a part of that history. We don't want unemployment, we want jobs. I should have told my story, because I actually played with the Jets. Yeah, I did. I know. And when I was playing with the Jets, I actually worked out here at Fort, because I lived in the Bronx. Yeah. It was nice to meet you. Good to meet you. Good luck. Okay, thanks. Am I going to be part of a Tea Party coalition? It depends on what the agenda is. Am I going to be part of the Congressional Black Caucus? Again, it depends on what the issues are. I really want to create jobs. Hello. How are you? Hi there. How are you? You good? You good? You good? Did you have fun today with Rosie?
The kids are great. I mean, they are amazing. They really, really are amazing to put up with all of this stuff. I wouldn't trade the people that are around me right now for this campaign for anything in the world. They are the salt of the earth. They're the best.
You want to grab a cup of coffee?
Yeah, anything.
It's a place down the street.
Anything.
Our little office outside the office. In this whole district, there are like 667,000 people, okay? Of those, only about 338,000 are registered. Of those, only 120,000 usually vote. Of those, probably somewhere around 100,000 are going to vote for this election. Our winning margin, 60,000. This is all us.
All of this is you.
All of this and all of this.
We are running a very strong grassroots campaign to get Michael's message out.
We don't have the kind of money to run like the TV ads, and we don't have a $2 million campaign. The key to guerrilla warfare is to maximize your numbers. Okay? So when we hit a neighborhood, we hit it for good. Someone like you, when we take that neighborhood with you, we're going to take 75% of the vote.
What the people in Upper Manhattan need right now is somebody that they can trust.
We can do an event, any kind of events here that are going to get me in front of people. And I have to. There's a lot of ground to cover. David, I'm going to have to pack up and get ready to go.
I've got a lot of things in the works, earned media, paid media that we're going to do so that people really get an idea of who Michael is.
This campaign is about jobs now.
My name is Michael Faulkner. I'm going to share a little bit of information about myself so that you get an opportunity to understand why I approach this the way I do.
The jobs piece is the real juice for me in this whole event. We are going to see people employed right now. We are not only running for office, but we are building a model that will sustain America and bring America back to work. If you like this kind of transparency, imagine what it's going to be like if I'm the elected representative from this district. I plan to govern as I have campaigned. Please help us.
Now is the time that we really need to get Michael's name out there.
There's a part of me that knows we're going to win.
I've got my game face, or what we call game face on, game face, which means I am ready to go. So I need to move forward, full speed ahead.